Yeah, baby. It's hot. What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, across planet Earth, how you guys doing out there? Come on in. Water's nice and warm. Oh. I think we all need some sage in our lives right now. You know what I mean? Just all of this. What seems to be the issue, sir? I just need to sage like all of my chakras. It's not just one or the other. Just put this. Whenever you guys are going to channel, or whenever you guys are going to speak in public, or whenever you guys want to clarify your thoughts, right here. Careful not to singe yourself. Let that white sage from the Dakotas just clear up your throat chakra. Got lots of information to share with you guys. Got a lot of cool things. And I also want to do like a rundown, you know, on some of the stuff that we're aware of. And for all the new people out there, we can kind of catch them up in a casual way. Yoda! My boy. Without further ado, namaste and lakesh, my family, and welcome to Morning Coffee. I woke up early. I'm going live early. I was sitting in my pyramid and I was like, I just wish I had my cameras like set up right here in my pyramid outside so I can just shred. I'm the best in the morning when I'm in between worlds. And Yoda, you the best. Love this guy. Little Yodi. There we go. Yeah, when I'm in between worlds, I'm also... I'll explain it like this. So when you fall asleep, you get fractaled. Okay, so you're laying in 3D. When you go to bed, your consciousness fractals. And all your different dimensional aspects and different cameras and things that you're paying attention to. But what I'm trying to express to you guys is when you're in between and you're waking back up in the suit, it's basically that V12, which was separated into, say, 12 different pistons, becomes one. But the vessel is not completely conscious yet. They're still in between worlds. That's where you kind of got to be careful. You know, with me, it's energy around me. Or if I wake up from a weird dream, I can tell you the dream I woke up from today, this morning when I woke up. The cool thing that's going on, a lot of these guys are switching sides. That's all I can say about that. A lot of these guys are seeing the air in their waves, and a lot of these guys are moving, let's just say, from the night side back into their center, or even to the light side. You know what I mean? Yo, bro, straight out of Gray Skull. Just had to have the shirt. I was like, that's me! Come on! Let me turn the music down just a little bit. I think I'm cranking. 1 second. I don't know if that did anything, but people are always like, it's too loud, I want to hear you. I'm like, I want to hear you too, but I'm kind of cranking too. So just remember that. If you're laying next to your partner and you're in between worlds, your eyes are still closed and your energy body is fully active, and maybe you are a higher vibration than your partner, what's going to happen is you might just go like this, move. Happens to me all the time. It's okay to claim your space, but also be nice out there. That's what I'm trying to say. Hi, back up. My name is, no, I'm not from here. That's my favorite thing to say. They're like, why isn't it working? I just kind of look, I'm like, I'm not from here. I'm actually one of your bosses incarnated to stare at you. So can you please step back? I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much. Tip your waiter on the way out. All right. So let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about some things that we should just casually know. If you're in a relationship and your frequency pops off first based upon your soul experiences or based upon your timeline on this earth, and your partner, let's just say, is still asleep, okay? Same thing happened to me before I moved to Sedona. Here's the issue. It's what you're truly asking yourself is this. If I wake up and my partner chooses not to, this is what happens. When one frequency goes up, imagine like a small light turning on in bed next to your partner. And it gets brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. What happens is you start, upsetting all of those aspects on their night side, on your partner's night side, on their right. you start basically irritating them because your light's turning on and their controls over your partner's vessel is getting less, and less. So you have to understand, it's not a, like, don't think about the fight in 3D. Nah, that's for little kids. That's for little children. What is it really? You're turning your light on, and all the little cockroaches and bugs and attachments that are on your partner can't hang out because they can't stand in your field. It has nothing to do about your partner. If you are in a bedroom and your light turns on and your light swallows the house, that means you literally push all of that weird night side energy into the backyard. And they're sitting there going like, why do I feel so weird? I'm like, I don't know, but I flushed like 6 or 7 turds. And by the way, your 4D is not allowed in the house, like while I'm here, like ever. Like you want to go out, go to work and get on your computer. You want to go get in the car, you guys can hang out. But I'm in this ascension game to win. And I know you guys are too, but I'm here to express something to you. If you want to be like an aspect, be like your 9D on the left-hand side, that Nordic from Pegasus, or that Lyran from, Lyra. Or, that Andromedan. Even the Palladians are cute too in the 5D form. And there's some higher ranking Palladians, mind you. But what I'm trying to say is that once you guys start understanding who you are, the most important thing you need to figure out is, which of my higher selves do I want to be most like? All of a sudden, when you come to terms with that, it's an important situation, because you basically understand that you are made up of many different fractals and aspects of consciousness on both sides of duality, which they call on this planet, your polarity, right? But the issue I want you to understand is, never listen to an aspect of yourself that doesn't want you to improve yourself. Never listen to an aspect of yourself that wants to put you in fear or anxiety. Never let your 4D whisper in your ear, I think you should do this. I can't believe it. Gossip. Did you hear this whole situation on your right-hand side? Just shut the volume off on it completely. Our job is to, with these, Starseed angelic souls, is to go, hi, I'm awake now. Check this out. Back up. And let me show you how to run this, son or daughter or sister or brother. That's who we really are. The older version of you is inside that suit. So what's stopping you guys from becoming the older version, or the stronger or elder version? The frequency or vibration of the suit needs to come up. What does that mean? Well, 48 hertz is solid 5D. You get 48 hertz, you can't get sick on this planet. There's no bacteria that can exist above that hertz level in your body, right? So what I'm trying to say is, when you guys start to oscillate, I want you guys to charge from the sun, and then I actually want you guys to oscillate and feel your organs charge up like you're booting up. We are in soft technology units, and to understand that it's really important to grasp that you're actually wearing a suit, you're wearing a body. I know many of you guys understand this, but realize that the more energy you can hold in your suit, the stronger your field. The stronger your field, the more things you have control of that you allow in or out of your suit. Okay, when I'm driving into Los Angeles and I'm all jacked up from Sedona, and I'm driving on the 405 freeway coming in hot, or the 10, I'm moving so much energy that every single car in front of me, from 100 to 200 to 300 yards, they actually move to the outside of, unconsciously mind you, they actually move out of my way and get to the opposite side of their lane. Mind you, I'm not doing this consciously. I'm just trying to say, when you guys actually step into your full size, the universe sees you. Even the unconscious beings down here, they unconsciously see you. So I just want you guys to understand, everything is energy. The ground crew is crushing right now. We are going through all of this, not only arrests and situations and subpoenas and all of these things in the political 3D level, but the underground functionality of the vessels are being cleaned up from under the ground. That's why Los Angeles feels so much better, and that's why some of these other darker areas feel a lot better. This is what's going on. So whenever I see a 4D turd, this is what you guys have to understand and always go to. I just copy and paste this. When you feel weird energy in your room, or you feel someone else's aspect trying to mess with you or pull energy off you, or whatever this is what I need you to understand. Where is your vessel? When I have a 4D being turd, step anywhere within a half mile of my house trying to do some weird stuff, I simply go, hey, where's your vessel at? This is what you guys need to understand. If we are in the third dimension, And as you go up in altitude, you actually go up in higher elevations. You actually go up into higher levels or higher dimensions. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that's what's up. So a lot of us are dealing with the 3D vessel, let's just say, of a reptilian is 1.5 miles down in the ground, and their fourth dimensional version, right, based upon their elevation, is walking around on the surface acting like a jackass, or gray, or tall white, or mantid, or whatever else they got running around down here hiding underground. What I'm trying to express is you're dealing with their higher aspect or their fourth dimensional aspect in your 3D that's running around the city. So I want you guys to understand, to at least grasp the fact that, oh, so you're a turd. Where are you? Are you like under the ground in this city? Are you broadcasting in, or did you hitch a ride on one of these vessels? Where did you come from? No, where are you right now? No, where are you sleeping right now? No, where's your vessel right now? Where's your flesh suit? Where's your soft technology body? If we all thought about it like that, there'd be nowhere to hide. Now, that's what I'm just trying to express. There's nowhere to hide on this planet. But I want you guys to understand that when you guys feel weird energies, I want you to know it might not be just a person. It might be a group of beings living under the ground that have weird consciousness things going on, walking around downtown LA, and you don't realize there's a huge reptilian base underneath downtown Los Angeles. They found it right when the LA was being built. There's tunnels and all kinds of weird shit under downtown LA. Okay? Not a big deal. And I don't have an issue with reptilians. I grew out of this whole thing. Being a dragon, I'm cool with Geico, whatever. But what I'm trying to express to you guys is, whatever the being looks like, whatever, they got mandibles, they got a tall white from the future that, that landed, We screwed up our timeline. Can we jump back in your timeline and breed with your species so maybe our future looks brighter? That's cute. Welcome to the show. Here's my thing. With all these beings that are, they call extraterrestrial or are just us in the future coming back on weird timelines. Play nice with others or you shall be removed. You think you're the only ones that jump back in time. Really? Some of us jump back in time a lot farther than where you jump from, and at greater distances. So what I'm here, as we sit here together as a family monitoring everything, let's treat each other with respect no matter what dimension you're coming from. I'm here to express one more time, there are aspects inside of you that are cosmic beings staring through your biological eyeballs and doing a ground check on everything around you in this timeline. Please pay ordinance to the galactic and universal laws out there and the protocols that are set up for other older universes and galaxies and civilizations and why they have set these things up in that manner. That's all. Don't get lost in the oogie boogie doogie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting here like old in this suit. I'm like, I feel young, and I went to the gym yesterday, so I feel fabulous. But what I'm trying to tell you is like, I don't know what's going on inside of my body, but I can tell you that I'm flipping channels. And then I get to some like dude outside orbit who just looks like Galactus or something. And I'm like, Galactus mixed with like, I don't know, Odin. And I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing out here? And he's like, I'm just monitoring this planet and what you guys seem to be having going on down here. How is everything looking, son? I'm like, it's cool. I think everyone's kind of getting over this mask BS. And I think that this political thing is a little crazy. But I think that we as a whole are coming together, and there's a lot of people that woke up for whatever reason. Sometimes you guys, it takes a negative experience to wake up. You have to get shook awake. I just hope in our population and for the future of humanity, we don't have to go through any of these loops again. If you guys seen, any of the old World's Fair book, I have the book inside, I should grab it for you. But what Chicago looked like in 1892, and what they turned it into, and how they totally erased our history and changed it, and all the awesome stuff that we used to have and remember, and the elegance and the grace that we had as a people, and all of this jazz, war, separation, greed. We all know the Titanic was an inside job. We all know 9/11 was an inside job. We all know JFK was an inside job, the assassination, right? My thing is that, and this bullshit pandemic, and everything else they've released, my thing is that, is this a program that we choose to follow, or is this just those which become brainwashed at 44 hertz staring at a television screen that has the Google the patent number, it's literally for mind control. I don't know. Now, should we treat these as a level of intelligence? Or what I'd like to think is no. I trust. I would think that, like, I don't want our trust to be betrayed. I would never judge a small child or someone who's in confusion or pain or suffering. What I'm expressing is at some point in your life you trusted, and at some point in your life this planet did not deliver on your trust and your love which you have in your heart, and it jaded you. Many atheists are those people that don't believe in any sort of anything, like you die and that's it. If you ask them in their lives, because I've spoken to atheists before, I'm like, what happened to you? Speak. What, did your mom get taken when you were 12? Your dad passed away when you were 15 and you blame God, so you became an atheist? What is it? What is it that you think caused you to believe in nothing? There's always a cause and effect. Always pay attention. All these people that don't believe in things, well, why? How were you raised? What did your mommy and daddy teach you? How was middle school and high school for you? Did that work out? How was college for you? You know? Can somebody please go into the Skull and Crossbones and get Crazy Horse's skull out of there before I send a team to do it myself? Get my brother's skull out of that damn place at Stanford. Oh my God. If you guys don't know that, they got Crazy Horse's skull down there in Skull and Crossbones. I don't know who all these weird genomes are or weak bloodlines come from or what their nerd ETs told them to believe. It just makes me feel awkward being here staring at their genes, considering 99% of all those that call themselves these royal families are a bunch of weird inbred jagaloons that no one would touch in a 6-foot pole. That's probably why they're all pedophiles. Moving on. Yeah, you can't hook up with an actual real woman who's a 10. You take innocence from little kids and you brainwash them because you're weak on the inside. I don't know why no one else just doesn't bring this up. It's very obvious. You're just weak on the inside. You have no game on the inside. You were taught to do weird stuff by your whatever. You signed some weird deals. You joined some weird groups. And now you're stuck in this quagmire. And I'm here to tell you, we will assist you in getting out of this. But from my night side to your night side, which comes from a much larger arena than this little Class C planet, I'm here to express this to you. Everyone experiences things and everyone makes decisions. But that does not mean you cannot change your mind and your heart right now in the present moment. No matter what you sign, no matter who's got dirt on you, whatever this jazz is, I'm just trying to express that being a good person and helping others. And here's the thing too. Creator sees all the things that no one else sees. You could be a dark cabal turd and behind the scenes break away from your group and start helping as many people as you can, but no one knows about it, or getting out or trying to help people. I speak to those that feel like they're trapped and they're in a group they can't get out of. Don't, follow a path of a sinking ship. Okay? And some of these techniques they use to get these groups, apparently when they have a new president or they have a new senator or governor. I think Jesse Ventura talked about this, where, Jesse Ventura went through some situation where he went into a room after he won and they didn't know who he was and they couldn't control him. They're like, where'd you come from? And he said there's like some big, tall, 8-foot dude sitting at the head of the table. Like, let me tell you how we run things down here. Again, I'm not a huge fan of large giants or Nephilim thinking they run this planet, considering you're too much of a weenie to incarnate in a smaller suit. It must be nice to hide in a 12-foot suit. Because if you were our size, you'd have a different, upbringing, let's just say. Moving on. Same thing with the reptilians. Let's talk about this. Okay, you have the strength of 3 times of a normal human. Okay, well, back when we were Nephilim, you were not a big deal either. It's just that when we're in these limited, fragile little suits, the energy we chose to be in these suits is so we could be vulnerable. It's so we could be fragile. Why? Because we have emotional lessons we have to go through and evolve. If you were born on a world where a bullet couldn't even penetrate your skin, what are you scared of? What's going to mess you up? How are you going to grow? If you had completely born in a place, right? And you got no one can touch you. You can phase in and out of reality. You can dodge bullets. You can go and just tap dance on different things. How do you actually teach that being a lesson? How do you teach an upper dimensional immortal being a lesson? You got to have them incarnate in something that they feel inside the suit, the consciousness that there is a cause and effect to their action. That's why we're here. We're learning this emotional rehab 101. Okay, and I speak to all. Okay? Just trying to be honest with you guys. We're here to learn stuff. Right, Yodi? It's like hashtag, like, what are we here to do? I'm pretty sure we're here to learn stuff and balance ourselves and not go into pain or suffering, but like go into love and abundance and, work on ourselves in a fragile little container. The human body's awesome. I can tell you first and foremost, when I was training with my Rion about 7 years ago and I was jumping off cliffs in the backyard, don't do that, by the way. But I was upset by the compression ratio of my kneecaps. I was like, why can't I jump off this and land 30 feet down there and not have to roll? You can roll. There's ways to do it. And my highest light said, hey, son, to do that, you would have to squat or push press about 1,200 pounds for your muscles to become strong enough where you could jump off something and stick it without hurting yourself, right? But I'm saying, like, what got it for me? Like, how do I know I'm not used to being in this suit? It's the questions I ask. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to say, like, what is it? It's when you do something and you're like, that's weird because I remember doing that exact same thing differently. You're like, oh, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. And everyone grows at their own pace, okay? Your own speed. I want you guys to come into your hearts and, just be happy, man, and do awesome stuff and practice awesome stuff, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten behind a Sea-Doo when your friend's driving it and you get one of those paddle things or in a pair of snorkels and get pulled underwater at 20 miles an hour. It's awesome. I just want you guys to see the rest of the world. I don't know. This whole distraction that was set up, this artificial AI distraction was set up to take you out of your heart. And I want you guys to know that once your older self or your higher self is in the suit, staring through your biological eyeballs and going, oh, so this is what it's like being down here. I haven't been down here in a very long time. And you're looking at stuff and you're looking at people and you're staring through the veil. You're seeing all of their aspects as they freak out and look at you like, holy shit. I'm like, hey, what's up, little guy? What's up? Can I get a fist bump? Are you going to hiss at me or can I get a fist bump? All right. You know how many little night demon dudes? You pet them. You just go, hey, it's okay. Are you okay? Why don't you let the vessel grow up now? Okay. Diets are good. They help everyone. All right, moving on. What I'm trying to say is that's stepping into your power. Many beings speak of stepping into your power as just coming into your light side. And I totally express that. And I think that on the, if your energy was an RPM meter, right? Going from light all the way to night on the right. So left-hand side light, 100%, 50%, right? Into the night. I would like most human beings to rock about like 70% light, 30% night. Why? I do that because I want you to still integrate and process some of the things you need to work on. It doesn't mean you know what I mean? Like, so, Wilcock talks about 51% light and you make the cut. I'm like, hey, C's get degrees. How about we do 70% in the light? Deuces. Like, I don't know. This, you're just gonna make it shit. I was like, what sector are you from? Is that what they taught you? 51% and you pass the, I don't know. Because I thought a C was 60. Isn't that like a D? 51%? D minus and you're in there. I'm like, try a little harder. What else? The conscious connections. Okay. So, this disclosure movement, here's what I want you to understand. Yes, we have off-road vehicles in the Pentagon. I already told you about it. Look it up. Yes, our satellites can see more planets in our solar system than they're letting you know. Okay, NASA is. There's a certain that new, I think it's the Hubble telescope, but they have different, when you make sunglasses, you do the layers on the lens. There's certain bandwidths of light that some of these telescopes can see more planets in our solar system than they're telling us about. Okay, poor Pluto. I still consider Pluto a planet, little guy. They're like, you're a dwarf planet. You didn't make the cut. I'd be pissed. If I was on Pluto, I'm like, what did you say? What did you say, little Earthman? I like Pluto. I'm a huge fan of Neptune as well. So here's the thing. As we grow in this disclosure functionality, do not be caught or swayed on the political stuff that's happening on the surface. Do not let anyone push their agenda upon your free will. By agreeing to it, right? By agreeing to it, what you have to understand is that you're saying it's okay for you to rule me. Look what's popping off in England, London. Look what's popping off in the US. Look what's popping off all over the planet. UK, you know, Ukraine, friggin', I don't know, France is always in there. Whenever there's like a world something popping up, like Vive la France, like they're always in there, like they're like, we'll wear the same outfits. You know, that's kind of fresh though. If you come in the same outfit, you're like, oh, you're wearing the yellow vest? Us too. We're all wearing the same thing. Oh, you got a hat? Me too. I think it's great. You know? We're all waking up, and especially South America and everything popping off of there. Look, we're just getting rid of a bunch of greed and weirdos that think they can rule us. All right. What else? These, what was it, 1,000 points of light that Bush Sr. talks about? What type of light are you talking about, sweet cheeks? 1,000 points of mediocre wah-wah. Here's what gave them all this brass, you guys. The Eisenhower thing in 53, they privatized this stuff, gave Rockefeller Sr. permission to go into all of these projects and talk to some of these extraterrestrial species who then basically got all this advanced tech, which made us look like a bunch of cavemen down here 60 years ago, 70 years ago. So a bunch of nerds cause something, they get toys from ETs, they pay for things, they figure they run everything. Let me just break this down like Crayola crayons. We have advanced technology. We're 300 years into the future. It's like Elysium. And now I can self-propagate my genes or my bloodline because we have all of this and you don't. They never created it in the first place, number one. Number two, what you have to understand about the universe is sometimes we give you toys to play with and see how you share them. And when you do not, you're the first ones we collect. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Number three, for all the beings that are in different dimensions and understanding some of the functions of reality, here's the deal. Be cool. I don't know how to express this to you. These nerds, and by the way, I don't mean nerds as in like nerds from the movie. Nerds. These little soft little tapioca pudding, soft skin, old European, sitting in a circle, nerds, doing weird stuff. Here's the thing. Some of these negotiations that took place. All right, let's talk about this. Because when I was over there cleaning up Ruppelting, Germany, and banging into jackasses over there and begging into draconian caves and talking to these guys, which I haven't spoken about with you guys. And I was cleaning up these old timelines when I was over there. Let's talk about this for a second. So I can give you some awareness of what's been going on. I do not want you guys to ever feel that any of these da-da-das are elite over you, ever, number one. Number two, certain agreements are signed with those that are easily purchased, that were on the run, that needed help. Why do you think the Germans signed the deal with the Draconians? They were on the run after World War II. Now later, the Mars Germans broke ties with the Draconians because they wish they never did a deal with them, and I agree. Me being in a human suit is strange, and it's very strange for many of you, because where we come from, we may come from different star systems. But I'm sitting down here in a human suit, and I'm fighting for the humans right now, correct? And so are you, if you're here. So what I'm trying to express is, when you're asking the universe for things, and you're wanting to manifest things in your life, please be careful what you ask for. And I can express that to you. There are many things I've been offered on the night side that I have turned down. Why? I do not want to be caught in that karma or that loop or that circle of control. Whenever you use your right side, right? Let me break this down real simple for you. Hi, I'm a good person. I want this. I want to work towards this goal. What does your light side say on the left? Patience. Patience. It's coming, love. Patience. Belief, faith, patience. Left side, light side. You got to learn patience. You're like, oh, night side, right side. I want it now, Daddy. Give it to me. I want to rule them now. Your night side will go, well, I can hook you up with that, bro. Well, what do you need? Here's the catch-22. There's always strings attached on the night side. So for all these fake famous people, these fake political leaders, these fake bloodlines, this tapioca pudding level of consciousness trying to control you, which is awesome, let me explain something to you. They all signed a deal. A deal that if you read it, you would go, oh my God, why would you ever sign that? That's a 10,000 year penalty box deal. Okay? Why did Obama hit his knees at that one altar in Germany? The fee is 10,000 years. I heard that and I was like, let me get this straight. If you hit your knees on that altar and you take that power, it's a 10,000 year. You don't get to collect, you don't get to pass go, you don't get to collect $200. Right? I'm just saying for you guys, is that worth like 20 incarnations? Oh my, for one time? Oh God. I'd rather go swim with some dolphins. What is wrong with you? Anyways, what I'm trying to say with you guys is this. All this stuff's known. You guys, this is, all the galactics know everything. They know all of this. Yeah. I ask the weirdest questions ever. I'm like, where is it now? Where is it buried now? Who has control of that now? I ask because when I remember old timelines, I knew there were certain objects. I knew there were certain buildings. I knew there were certain powers. And so I asked my guide specifically, where is that now? In whose position is that now? So for example, I have on footage, mind you, and when I went to India and I was in, I think it was the Konark Sun Temple. The Konark Sun Temple had a floating golden deity that was floating on some natural magnetic stone. It was a huge, 50-ton slab of magnetite. And there's a big, floating deity statue in the Konark Sun Temple. Well, what happened was the magnetic function of the Konark Sun Temple was so strong that when the passing Spaniards came by, they actually came to port because all their compasses were getting pulled towards the temple. They go over there. They see this Konark Sun Temple, these beautiful people in India, floating deity in the air going, what is going on? And their own tour guides were telling me, yes, it's in some British museum right now, and then they blew the wall up on their way out. This attempt to hide what is yours is what I speak of. I just want to express that to you. There's a huge attempt to hide who you are. Do you know how much these guys spend on mind control? Do you know how much they spend on you guys staying asleep? Do you know how much effort it takes for them to poison your food, your water, your air? I didn't know that aluminum oxide from the chemtrails is actually a fire accelerant. Did you? Riddle me this, Batman. What happens when you drop 20 million tons of chemtrails on a forest and it happens to light on fire? I didn't know that. I read that. I was like, aluminum oxide is a fire accelerant? Goodness gracious. Well, they've been spraying that on us for quite some time, huh? Interesting. So, back to us and back some things to know in your tum-tum, okay? Number one, you guys are rad. Every single one of you is rad in your own way. Every single one of you has special gifts that you need to unlock. How do you unlock dormant DNA? You got to raise your frequency or vibration. You can't unlock your gifts if you're in a place of controlling someone else, pain or suffering. Why? Because that vibration was not the codex of where your gift was created. If you have gifts from the 5th dimension, you will never be able to access them from the 3rd dimension, right? Because they were actually created in a higher level of reality. You need to oscillate faster to read your own book, okay? To visit your own Akashic records. Okay? You have to come up and you have to pass your tests. And where are these tests held? In your heart. Your mind tries to control you. Think like this, think like that, think like this. Let me tell you something. All the real tests happen in here. This is what's hard. It's easy to be, I don't feel anything. I just operate in the matrix. And these are this and this is. That's easy. Why don't you feel your actions? what you'll find is many beings run from feeling how they treat others, and they run from what they've done. And if they felt it, they would be in a ball, curled up like a little kid, just crying and shaking. Okay, and these are some of the biggest, names out there. You actually go here. The universe goes here. Feel this. This is how you've been treating others for your whole incarnation. Whang! They just sit there and shake. They wouldn't even be able to move their bodies. That's the type of forces that the universe is trying to casually show you, and why you guys want to be nice, why you want to help each other, why you want to sit in that sunshine, why you guys want to create paradise, why we want abundance, why we want a very intelligent population, why we want, awesome healthy kids, why we don't want to get weird things with luciferays injected into our bodies, why we aren't unconscious puppets, right? The truth is, I want to live in happiness and abundance with each and every one of you. And I'll keep helping those turds. Mind you, I'm in the dream time. I'm the one guy who walks by them doing weird stuff in these big castles and buildings in Switzerland, up in the Alps, or in the mountains of Germany, the families out there. I'm the guy that shows up like friggin', I don't know, my friends say I look like Neo with a bunch of keys. I'm trying to help these guys. Go, yo, can we not do that? Yo, can we not do that? Yo, can we let those guys go? Yo. I'm doing my best to negotiate these things so on the surface, things keep working out just as you guys are doing out there. Would I much rather be surfing with sea turtles? And if you guys know me, you know that to be the truth. What would I rather be doing? Oh no, let me go clean up someone else's dirty laundry. You know what? That's exactly what I want to do. Can you just show me every weird thing that you can while I'm sleeping? Or I think I'd rather be surfing with sea turtles. I know we're here to serve this planet. I know we're here to help everyone out. I just want you guys to understand that. I know that for a fact. Okay? Much rather go to some sort of vacation with all of you guys, kick it on the beach, ride sea-doos, teach you guys how to surf. If you don't know how to surf, go scuba diving, go upside down underneath a whale shark, in the dark and go, well, this'll shake you to the core. You sure it doesn't eat meat? You're like, no, it's a vegetarian. Like, I just want to do things that shake you to your core and show you how awesome this world is. Many things that dimensional beings and upper dimensional beings speak about is that human beings can't even see the beauty of Gaia, and you guys are walking around in it. Imagine that. You guys can't even see. Some of us can't even see how beautiful this planet is, and we're living down here in the physical. So I just want you guys to understand that, it's like, hey, dude, and here's another thing too. Let's fight fire with fire. Let's explain this. Let me just lean right in on this. Any sort of pharmaceutical thing anyone is on Earth, I want you to try this. I want you to go online. I want you to take your pill box, your little pill case. Find out what you're putting in your body. Go up online and go, what is the half-life of that substance? Why? Because even when you wean yourself off of it, some of these pharmaceuticals stay in your body up to 6 months. 6 months, half a year. You guys are on an antidepressant. You guys are on some Xanax. You guys are on some things. You get off of it, you make it a week, and it's very painful, and you can't get off of it. Well, make sure you pay attention to the half-life of whatever substance you take. Okay? Number 2. I went through this run myself. Check this out. How did the Chinese get over the opium wars with the British? What did the Chinese figure out? Look up the old pictures. They're in huge jacuzzis, monster jacuzzis, and there's like the loaded Chinese dudes, and they're just throwing herbs in there, and just, what are they doing? You're sweating out the poison you absorbed. You're sweating it out. You're literally sweating it out of your pores, and you're cleansing your suit as fast as humanly possible. If you guys want to get off some of these pharmaceuticals, if you guys change your diet, go vegetarian, awesome, love you, okay? Check it. You got to get it out of your skin suit. You got to get it out of your cells. You got to get it out. Steam it, sweat it out, jacuzzi it out, get it out of your body. Here's the thing. No one ever told you, like, well, how do I do it? It hurts or this or that. You're like, Have you ever tried a jacuzzi for half an hour, then take a shower, then dry off, then drink some alkaline water, then go back in the jacuzzi or steam room for another 30 minutes, take a shower, sleep, wait till your skin goes back to normal, put some lotion on, and do it again. And then wait 45 minutes, and then do it again. And then wait 45, and then do it. What I'm trying to tell you guys is you've never really tried to purge something from your body. There's always a way to purge something. If you can get it in, you can get it out. I'm just trying to say, hey, I love you. Some of these little weird pharmaceutical things, what you don't understand is I'll explain to you. Many of you do. Have you guys seen the movie Tron? Remember when he goes, Tron, the new one, right? We're like, and then I got in. And then it goes all digital and dope. Or even in the Matrix, right? When he takes the pill, and then you see what the pill is in the Matrix. And it's all like digital. You're like, oh, and you take the pill and you put it in your mouth and... This is something I want you guys to visualize every time you put a man-made substance that you do not know exactly what is in it in your body. That pill or that injection is made in a certain frequency. By you putting that pill in your mouth, you now give whatever which you do not know access to your suit. It is a little digital key, energetic key to your suit. So if you create some weird satellite program, this program, satellite Wi-Fi, 5G, whatever, 6G situation, and you go, every single person that's prescribed to this, we can actually access their suit and modulate a frequency that puts them in a certain state of mind, puts them in fear, puts them in anxiety. We can actually run dirty lily wave electricity from the power plant, which is going through the walls of their house in a Faraday cage and putting them into a state of fear or anxiety. We know the tones to do that. I'm just trying to express to you guys why do you, in the nice way, I say, hey, unplug, go out into nature, go camping, go surfing, get out of here. Because the other side of me actually knows some of the things that lean against us. And it's high level technology, and it's way beyond our normal school level to even understand what these Duttadas did to try to manage. How do you have a small group of people on Earth manage the whole? How do you have a small little turd group try and manage everyone? They're gonna have to use some sort of tech or AI nerds to do it. How do the Draconian monitor some of the dimensions on this planet? Oh, they got a bunch of babysitters called Archons, little shits, that are in your dreams trying to mess with you. My Paul, there's a monster under my bed. I'm like, is that a baby? Is that a Draconian babysitter again? Hey. I'm over it. I'm so over it. You know, I told you they don't even like playing with me. I tried to be nice to them. I try to, like, you get one, you give them like a little noogie. You're like, come here, little guy. They're like, get off me, get off me. You're always so, wherever they send you, you're always a situation. You know, like the babysitters know more about you than your guides will tell you. I've had some funny situations where my friends in Sedona are like channeling information, and I'll go, hey man, tell me about some of the stuff from Orion or that I know how to do. And I literally saw like my higher selves come over and I'll be like, don't you tell him anything. Like it was so serious. I was like, whoa, pump the brakes, guy. Pump the brakes, guys. I'm just trying to have some fun down here now that I'm awake. Not waking up, I'm woke with a capital W. All right. So, what do I want to share with you? Number one, don't be scared of turds. Number two, everything down here serves something else. Number three, if you have your heart on and you're going for that good polarity, night side, lower frequency things can't feed off of you. Once your night side can't feed off of you, you're kind of boring. They go do something else. Okay? It's like a bully. Once you pop the bully in the mouth one time, I go, hey, dude, I'm not an easy target. Why don't you go get out of here? Go do something else. Oh, okay. Because then they walk by your house, and then all of the night beings walk way around your house. They're like, there's a monster that lives in that house. There's a nightmare that lives in there that might grab you unconsciously as he's waking up between worlds. You're just like, snatch. Whose is this? Why? I was just running. I'm on 89A. I was like, very well. What I'm trying to say is you don't know how big and powerful you are. Okay, you don't. My thing is that be nice. I'm trying to express to you guys, like, on the real, nah, I'm not kidding, and I rarely joke. When you're big and you're powerful, please be cool. Please be nice. Be a gentle giant. Help those in need, pick people up. We're not here to play Dungeons and Dragons and trying to make more chaos. No. I want to take my family. I want to build awesome cities of light. I want to raise the roof. I want to keep going up and up and up and up. We have no ceiling. That's it. I love you guys. That's all I'm trying to say. From my heart to your heart. Pop and lock with your higher selves. As you ladies out there love to dance, and you guys try, this is the face morph practice. So when you're dancing with your eyes closed, right? What it looks like, you don't morph into your higher self when you're popping and locking. What it is that your energy face is a lot bigger than this 3D face. Okay? Like this is like hi, I have a peanut head. You know, I've got a little marshmallow face. Like, I don't know how small this thing is. I feel like I'm like looking at, you know, it's like you're used to being like, your head's like this big. And I'm like, hi, I'm in a little fractal talking to you. So when you guys feel your real size, when you guys are dancing, right? What you want to do is you rotate your higher self's face in front. Boom. And then it jacks back like this. Boom. And then pop, pop. So as the face comes down and you morph in your higher self, you're actually connected to the cable that's up on the right-hand side. Say it was your 4D. Now let's do your 5D. You're popping and locking, bang. Your face changes, it rotates, right? And then here comes the cable. So if you guys see those old statues back in the day, where you used to have the one person's face in front, like the old Sumerian ones, and then you have the two faces on the side and one on the back, what that means is they're dimensionally switching realities. That means that's a multidimensional being. That's what those statues means. That statue means that if I have 4 faces on, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, I have 4 rotations, 4 faces. So I'm just trying to say, the symbolism's right in front of you. I love you. It's right in front of you. Just go to the Louvre and stare. It's right there. The Louvre in France. What else? Once you guys chime in, where you guys are punching in from, and just know that I love you guys. And as we get stronger, I just want you guys to know that we will pick each other up out of this fear and separation. We will. That's who we really are. Okay? Punching in on YouTube. I love you, YouTube. What's up, baby? Facebook. I don't know. Let's just hang out with Yoda and burn some sage. Like maybe this is my new, maybe I just get on camera. I'm like, it's weird out there. I'm going to put on some nice music and just light some sage and like, we'll make jokes about how ridiculous this place is. Okay. It's my new show. Namaste and La Catch. It's called hashtag Who Wrote This Script? I know. You're very loved. Okay, so another thing too. When you speak truth to someone, or you show them a little flavor of something they may have been scared of, their ego jumps in front, or their 4D jumps in front, and we call this being triggered. Okay? What I'm trying to express to you guys is, that is a phase in your energetic spiritual growth. Don't get caught up or stuck in the 4th grade. I've been there. You guys have been there. Ooh, Finland. It's really cool, the technology, though. I'm like, Finland, Norway's in the house. I'm like, what else we got? What are you guys doing out there? We going snowboarding? Oregon? Oh. You know, I'm like, hey, planet Earth, baby. They're like, they'll never do it. I'm like, wait till Facebook comes out. You know, I was like, wait till FaceTime. They'll never get together and get organized. It's impossible. You're like, we're kind of doing it right now. Look how awesome you guys are out there. I mean, come on. We're in Argentina. We're in Buenos Aires. We're in Vancouver and YouTube. What we got over here? You know, we're in the Riccardi, the Cape. I don't know. We're in the Cape of something. You know, I'm just trying to say, I love you guys, and we are this family here on Earth. Period. So, if you guys are having any issues, okay. If you guys are having any issues with these Archon babysitters, okay, because I've talked to them and I've gotten into a real in-depth conversation. After I made that video, they go, yo, you're kind of blowing the tab on all of us. You're actually from the Orions. You actually can pull rank. We're just doing our jobs. And I'm like, listen to me, bro. I'm not part of the group that was here or quarantined here or sent here. I'm part of the group that was here to fetch them. I'm not part of your group. I'm here, and my aspects are here as overseers to what's been done on this planet in this particular reality matrix over this period of time. And some of you guys need to come home now. Never forget there are other upper dimensional and galactic beings here that pull rank on aspects down here, right? As part of their family. I mean, hey, you know, if you get dropped off at a Chuck E. Cheese 10,000 years ago, you just been in a ball of, you know, you've been in a thing of plastic balls smelling like urine for about 10,000 years, eating shitty pizza. I don't know how many pieces of shitty pizza you can eat. I've had 150,000 pieces of cheese pizza. I've been trapped in this Van Halen belt for at least 10,000 years. Sometimes you need your family to come go, oh God, is that human? You smell this guy. He smells like urine. Oh my, what are you doing? Put him on the transport. It's not like some big shock and awe campaign. Sometimes we just come here to collect our pieces and go, you need to go see mom and dad. You need to go see your commanding officers. You guys have been quarantined out here for long enough. It's time to go back to your home world and get a cross check. It doesn't have to be this biblical doom and gloom thing. It doesn't have to be this, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it. No, we're multidimensional beings. There's many things being shifted in our realities, okay? You guys dropped me off at Chuck E. Cheese 10,000 years ago, and then there was a mud flood. What? And you wonder why I'm upset. You know, you're like, listen, sorry about that. Again, we were doing adult things in the other parts of the galaxy. Did you learn your lesson? Well, kind of. Moloch, Pollock, Baal, and Shmael, did you learn your lesson? Yeah. Are you going to be better beings? Yeah. Cool, because your parents want to see you right now. Okay. Just remember, whatever God or thing or deity or being down here in a storybook, they got parents. They got families. They got brothers and sisters. They may even have older brothers. They may have been watching them in a lower dimension for so long, we actually got off our thrones and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go mess with them. I'm going to incarnate in the physical. What? You're going? I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this little shit doing donuts for at least 6,000 years. I'm going. Maybe we're the older brothers and older sisters of some of these guys in little fractal suits watching these guys. I'm just trying to be honest with you. If we're multidimensional beings, we all are one. And there's infinite realities. What are you a part of? Are you part of the infinite realities of who and what you could possibly be? Or you truly are? Or are you part of the reality where like, if I can't see with my biological eyeball seeing at 30 frames per second in a limited band of visible light, or if I can't hear it with my stereo hearing, oh, my third eye's not on, but I'm just trying to say if I can't taste it with my five, and then I don't believe it's real. Don't be in that group. That's the shoot them back down. One more incarnation we go. Just, you're going to have fun one more time on the carousel. Here we go. Remember that old movie, The Carousel? All right, so I love you guys. We're cleaning this place up. We're coming from our hearts. We're growing up. I'm sharing some wisdom with you guys because I don't want you to be scared anymore. I'm tired of us being scared. I don't want little kids being scared. I don't want your parents being scared. I don't want you guys scared of the boogeyman. I'm over it. Turn your third eye on. You can see the dude standing in your room. Activate your dormant DNA. Your energy arms pop out and you grab the guy like he's a little marshmallow and you go, so you're the guy that's been scaring me since I was 9 years old. Interesting. I wonder if I just squish you right now, what would happen? And then your highest light comes in and goes, no. I feel like Kevin Hart. No, don't squish him. No. But this is the guy that scared me since I was a little kid. He is mine now. It's like, you're like Mortal Kombat. They're like, no. I was just doing my job. I was supposed to keep you. I saw, So I'm just trying to be out there. When you guys get strong and powerful, be nice to the little turds too. Okay? And you heard it from me. Be nice to the little turds too. They're just little turds doing stupid stuff. Okay? I love you. All right. With that, we come into full balance. I love you guys. Just want you guys to know that I'm here to entertain you, here to share some wisdom, and I'm here to raise the vibration of planet Earth with my family. There are many financial things changing. Yes! Many things, other things happening. If you guys need some assistance or you have friends that are getting messed with in certain ways that they need assistance, right? Dude, the angelic bed set, the rose, sunflower disc, Voltron plate, everything I make has that protective capabilities. I will be doing some sales coming up here pretty soon. We've been really working hard to making awesome stuff for you guys, and I'm really excited about the new mix I made with the black mix for all my fellow alchemists and orgonite specialists out there. The combination of shungite, black tourmaline, jet, and black kyanite from the mines in Brazil. That combination mixed through a piezoelectric device with the magnetics and the field projection of the LEDs to push the field to swallow the room. You can make a barrier where the spiritual aspects actually aren't strong enough to penetrate it because you're oscillating in the physical, right? And they're coming from a dimensional place with no ground. So I'm gonna say, I feel like I'm one of those tutors in your like ascension school. I'm like, I can't take the test for you, but I could hook you up on some of the answers they're gonna be messed with down here. So I love you guys. Every single day you get stronger. And just remember that when you guys are waking up in the morning or you have a bad night or whatever, and you guys try to go to the gym, I had to switch gyms to one that's open. I'm very excited to be back. But every single day I tell myself, every single day I get stronger. Right? The second thing I say, right, I say it 4 times. The second thing I say is, Rion, be nice. I say that many times, more than 4. But when I'm leaned against, when other people's cables or consciousness leans against me, or when those try to stop the light from projecting and reformatting our game into a place of balance and abundance, the one thing I always say to these beings is, we will change the world, it's inevitable. We will succeed, it's inevitable. I will remember, it's inevitable. I say that as a matter of fact. I will remember. I will remember why we came. I will remember my family, and I will remember that we came here to change this world for the better. So I love you guys, and that's for everyone above and below ground, all right? It's been an absolute pleasure. Yoda! Yeah! Check out store.teamlat.com. I got some new hoodies. They're being made. Okay, so I got to drop them off at the printer, but people keep asking for hoodies. Yes, the weather's kind of changing, so we got new hoodies. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. We're in this together. I want you guys to have a beautiful and positive week. And for all my fellow group members out there, please get organized and get your stuff together. All right. I love you guys. YouTube, sending love and abundance from Sedona. YouTube, we are the world. I love you guys. We are one. Peace.